Lovely, Lise here from Hustle and Groove, and I'm super excited to bring this video to you because it is going to change the way that you approach your author business. Now, this is applicable whether you are a fiction or non-fiction author, so I want you to just kind of know that it's not dependent on being non-fiction. That's something that I hear a lot. I work with both fiction and non-fiction authors, and this applies across the board. So this looks a little intense, but it's what I call my book master funnel. And I'm just going to walk you through a very specific element, but I'm hoping that you will also just be able to see what is possible when you fully optimize your book. So I'm a huge fan of surprise money, and I call surprise money money that you don't know when it's going to come into your world. That's surprise money. And you might know it as a tripwire funnel or a thank you tripwire funnel, however you want to call it. I call it surprise money, but each to their own. And the basic premise is this: you have some type of free gift to give away. So a reader magnet, it could be a lead magnet, freebie, whatever you're calling it. And that is typically mentioned somewhere in your book. It could be at the beginning of your book, it could be in the middle of the book, it could be at the end of the book, or you might choose to do it in all three of those locations. The key here is that when someone opts in to receive your reader magnet, lead magnet, freebie, whatever you're calling it, the very next page is typically some type of confirmation page or a thank you page that says basically, hey, that worked. Check your email for next steps. That's the norm. You have an opportunity to optimize that page. And so that is what this step here is. So we've got your book here. We have got your opt-in free gift page, and I've got it here as front of the book because I typically like to do that. So someone opts in, the next thing that they're seeing is your thank you page, and I've said thank you tripwire. So the why this is called a tripwire is simply just where it's coming in the funnel. So it's being presented immediately after a free gift. That's the only time that you would use a tripwire, is in a freebie funnel, if you want to call it that. So what happens on this thank you page is basically still the same thing. Hey, congratulations, that worked. Your free thing is heading its way to your inbox right now. But while you're waiting, and that's kind of the lead in, and that's the heading that you want to have there. While you're waiting, here's something that you might like to check out. And this is where you get to speak to someone like a normal human being, because we're all normal. And then this is where you would have more of a shorter form sales page. And it's going to be whatever your tripwire offer is. So it could be the next book. It could be a book bundle. Obviously, if you're nonfiction, it could be a workbook that you have. You might have a mini training on something. If you're fiction, it could be an activity book that goes along with your book, a coloring book, a journal, or the next book in the series, or a book bundle, right? Any of those options work. That's what you're showing on that page. Now, typically when you use a tripwire, you're typically going to give them some type of offer. So this is an offer that's not accessible anywhere else on your website. So I love to do things in full transparency. So I'm very careful and selective with the wording that I use on my sales pages, and particularly when it's in a funnel like this. So if I'm presenting a tripwire, I'm either discounting something, and this is the only page that this discount applies, or it is an offer that is only ever accessible in this page. So it's not able to be bought anywhere else. So those are kind of the two scenarios. It's either a discount or an offer that's never available anywhere else. So let's walk through a couple of scenarios. Let's say you're a fiction author and you have a series of books, right? You've got 3, 4, 5, 6 books already in your series. Your person is picking up your reader magnet from the first book in your series. So the tripwire here could be a bundle of the next 3 books, or the next 4 books, or the next 5, however you want to do it, at a discounted price, right? So let's say each of your books individually is $4.99. You might choose to give a 3-book bundle for $2.99. And then all that they're going to do is click on the button and it's going to go straight to Amazon. And hopefully you've got that bundle set up on Amazon. However, you don't have to use Amazon. Depending on what you are using from an email platform, website platform perspective, you could just sell the digital version of this direct. You don't even need to have it on Amazon. So that's kind of option one. And that would be the only time that you offer this is in a Tripwire situation. So surprise money. The other option could be that you have something that you only offer on this page. So maybe you are giving away a coloring book that you've had an illustrator go through and create for you based off of the characters inside your book. Again, not offered anywhere else. The only way that they can get it is through this funnel. So that's some examples for a fiction. Let's say you're nonfiction. This is pretty easy. You could literally take any of the offers that you currently have. So I have a suite of mini courses, trainings, workshop replays that I consistently use as Tripwire pricing, Tripwire offers. Ideally, you want your Tripwire product to be a no-brainer, right? You want it to be something that someone looks at and goes, yeah, I want this. Like, this is easy for me to get. I don't have to think about it. So typically pricing your Tripwire offers works best if it's below $20. Now, it does depend, and your business is your business. You get to decide this. For me, I typically price my own Tripwire offers anywhere from $9 all the way up to $37. So that's kind of the spread of what I have happening there. So that is the surprise money funnel. And you can see here that the flow then goes, okay, let's say they do take it. Then the next thing is they are taken to the purchase page. The next thing they are shown is the download page, whatever that looks like. And then they're going to go into an email sequence, probably a very short one that's got some of your welcome email sequence in there. And then it goes into your regular newsletter. But what happens if they don't pick up your Tripwire? So then you can see here that they go into straight into a welcome email, but then they potentially go into, you have the option, you don't have to do this, but I'm all about optimizing, a mini sales funnel that re-offers that Tripwire offer again. So if you're doing the discount, you might say that the discount's only available for 48 hours. So you would need a little bit of timing, and obviously your welcome email, you would need to kind of space it. So you may need to do that sales funnel email sequence first before your welcome sequence triggers. That's why I've kind of got it here, and you're just going to have to, you just have to decide which makes sense if there is a timed offer there. If there's no timer, don't stress. Then all you're doing is exactly what we've got here, your welcome emails, then your sales funnel, Tripwire offer that says, here's the last opportunity to grab this at this price from this page, right? You don't have to put in fake scarcity if there isn't actual fake, if there's no actual scarcity. Be truthful, but you can say things like, this is the last time that I'm presenting you with this offer, which is true. This is the only page that you can get this offer from. Also true. So don't feel like you need to put in, those scare tactics or anything like that. Be truthful, but this is the last time that you specifically are going to talk about it. So unless they're going back through their emails, which, let's be honest and raise hands, how often are you going back through your emails? Very rarely, for someone to go back and access that. So hopefully that makes sense. So this little sales funnel Tripwire offer email sequence is typically 2 or 3 emails. It just depends on whether you do have a restricted time frame, how often you want to talk about it, that type of thing. And then they all funnel into your regular newsletter email, whatever that kind of looks like. So that is it. It's very simple. All of it comes down to optimizing your book, making sure that you've got a way for someone to join your email list, and then presenting that Tripwire offer aka getting surprise money. So I'd love to hear if you have this in place already. So I know most of you probably have the free gift, the reader magnet that's in place, but I'd love to hear if you've ever considered doing your Tripwire funnel. And this is relatively easy to do if you're using MailerLite or ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign. Very easy to do all of this within that area. You don't need special funnel software or anything like that. ConvertKit, MailerLite both allow, and ActiveCampaign all allow you the opportunity to take money from within those platforms. So you could conceivably do this without a website as well. So keep it simple, use what you have, but go ahead and create the opportunity for people to purchase more from you. Just because someone's grabbed that free thing doesn't mean that they're a freebie seeker. That's another thing that I hear people say all the time. Well, if I'm giving away all the things, people are just going to expect free things. This does a great job of cementing that relationship with your brand new people that says, hey, yeah, you grab this free thing, but I also have more things to offer, and they are paid. You deserve to get paid for what you do, right? That is 100% true, no matter whether you're fiction or nonfiction. So I hope this was helpful. I'd love to hear any thoughts, what you're doing. And if you've got any questions at all, don't hesitate to just simply reply to this email, and I will chat with you soon. Take care.